So here's an example of the points calculator filled out. On the top it's blocked off, but that's the name, the date, and then this is where we have our short and long-term goals, our expectations, our target behaviors. So what I did was I set their schedule out, and here you can see I tallied. We had 2 meditations, and I felt that those tallies were the points were earned. Here, same thing. There was 3 tiers that we did, so I put 2 here, and I X'd this out to kind of show how busy this looks if we don't put the points lost over here. Obviously, we can go for multiple behaviors in there if we have extreme behaviors that we're looking for. Peak 1 and 2, the same thing. I put the numbers down here to relate back. Here, the mindful moments were mind and a body one, so then I put those there. So this is how you want to keep track of it. So if you want to shorthand things here, or write it a little differently, maybe you want to put 1 or 2 here and do that instead of tallies. That's up to you. Same here. Put those tallies. However, it helps you to make sense of what happened during the session. So each of these should be filled out during the session. And we're talking about, typically it's a 1-hour session that we're getting these things done. So, excuse me, out of the total points possible, which was 100, and then we had the refusal, so then we had the loss of points here too. So down here, earned points was 90, lost points were 5, for a total of 85. John decided to buy the small fidget, which is a sensory item, so he only has 10 left. Now they can choose to not cash out and go for that bigger prizes here too. And in that case, I would just put an X through this and then put 85 in the end of session totals. For your notes, you're going to write earn points and for what activities and what behaviors. In the successes, loss of points is going to be in the difficulties. Make sure that you point out what activity it was and what the behavior was. And then in the narrative, you'll kind of sum up your session. So here we did ACT Module 1, Day 2, which was Welcome to Your Mind. So, and they can get 10 points possible for each of these tiers. So maybe John had a problem when we got down to the experimental activity, and that's where he refused to do the 3 minutes of breathing. And that's why he lost the 5 points. So here's when we reflect on the activity. This is worth 25 points. So I gave an example. I didn't add the points on there. But if they did this, then I would plus 25 down here, and then this would be 35 points. Because this is kind of after. Depending on if you did it before the cash out or after, it would reflect on those earned points. So present moment, stayed on task, stayed in the moment. Acceptance, this is when John moved through following through with the activity. Maybe there was an initial refusal, and that's why there's only 5 points lost and not more of 10. Or writing in multiple tallies. Maybe they eloped. So I would put 5 tallies down here to make sure that I know that that's 50 points lost for elopement. So that's the points calculator. I wanted to make sure that everybody was able to see an example of that, which is also located in the share drive.